Hey guys, this is Awesome Good Luck Video Gaming. This is my first video. I thought I'd do first opening of Burning Shadows. Going to start with the 200 packs. Just before we get started, I am doing code giveaway. So all you do is like, comment, and subscribe, and then in the comments post what your favorite card is from this next set. First place will get 25 codes, second be 10, and third place 5. And without further ado, I've been excited to open these for a day now. I've been sitting on it because I was at work all day today. But let's get on with it. I actually used brush sticks in my first playthrough of Sun and Moon. It's good to see. Let's see what we get here. Not massively into the full arts, but I am hoping to pull Gardevoir. That would be probably one of the best upcoming decks coming up now. So it'll be good to see what I can pull from that. Already, choice bound full art. And the third pack, perfect. This is perfect. This is going to be probably one of the most expensive cards coming out of this set, especially online and in the card game itself. It's good to pull that first up. Charmander. See, Charmander I always chose my starting Pokemon. I'm not sure if I like Charizard's GX attack. I love being able to mill, but with his card costs, it's a bit ridiculous. Guzma, I want to full out Guzma actually. That would be sick to pull. Let's see. Looking for that's going to help the evolution cards. Literally made for Gardevoir. Divine. Trust it's turning it around now. I think the deck I'm actually looking forward to make. Oh, there we go. Mark GX. Loving that. The first GX Pokemon with no cost for their attack, their GX attack. It'll be good running it with Survivor, I think, because it's got the ability where you don't, it stacks extra poison damage. So that'll be interesting to see how that runs. Ooh, Program Z. Another Vulpix without no cost for an attack. Though I'd have to say Beacon's probably one of the best attacks, especially for setting up. I really don't feel like Sophocles is gonna see much play at the moment. He's probably he's an okay supporter. It's just the fact you discard 2 to draw 4, and you can kind of already get the draw 3. Looks like I've got full art Marsh Shadow GX. This card is going to be very easy to be teched into pretty much any of the decks coming up, especially for Darkrai running rampant at the moment, even Drampa GX. This will just pretty much shut down all those decks because it's hitting for weakness. So it copies any of your Pokemon in the discard piles attacks. Tormenting Spray, looking forward to this. GX. I always love the art cards where it's got the 2 Pokemon in it, and then the alternate card also has the other Pokemon in it, but I don't think Krogon actually has Raichu in it. Gardevoir GX, that's what I want to see. This is probably one of the best attacks. You can not only does it help you shuffle all your cards back in your discard pile, so you're not losing, no decking out anymore, especially with VS Seeker Gaunt. It's going to be so hard with those supporters. But this also lets you attach an extra fairy energy every turn, and then it increases the damage. It's the main attack, increases damage amount of fairy energy attached. So pretty much once you get this in play, you can pretty much set up having 1 or 2 of these. You can rampage and go through millions of decks. I feel like it's a slower setup than the Darkrai deck, but I feel like it would be a lot more powerful when it comes out. I think a lot of people are looking forward to playing that. Wishful Batting. I don't know what kind of decks I'd be running this. I mean, Charizard probably get good use out of that, but even then, Fire decks have got I forgot his name, supporter card, which lets you pretty much attach up to 4 energy cards. Here we go, Beware. This card, I'm looking forward to playing a deck out of. Just be able to a mill deck. That's probably one of my favorite decks to make, a mill decks. I know it's being a bit cheeky, but it's probably one of my favorites to make. Be interesting to see, especially with the new supporters letting you discard multiple energies off different Pokemon wherever. I don't know that support will see a lot of play because it is very cost heavy. Weavile. Over heal, sensible. Oh, I always loved the Butterfree cards, but I feel like a lot of their times their effects aren't really that great. I just remember the Speed Butterfree deck that was running where it had the ability to evolve straight away before Forest of Giant Plants. I want to see how the game is going to go now with that rotated out. Or in standard format. It'd still be there in expanded, but not in the standard format. Scoop up. Yeah, Plumeria, that's what I was talking about. Discarding 2 cards from your hand, and you can discard a card of any. This means the bench as well. But I don't know, a lot of these mill decks, or the ones I use, you tend to need a lot of the item cards in your hand to help you mill. I don't know if discarding 2 cards from your hand, especially if it's like a value supporter now, we have no VS Seekers to be able to get them back. It's just going to run through your deck too fast. The fact you're trying to mill the opponent, end up milling yourself. This would be good Darkrai to tech into your Darkrai decks to actually come back from the other GXs. So it'd be good to tech that into your new Darkrai decks. And because they have 2 different names, Darkrai GX and Darkrai, you're able to actually use both in the deck. So you could run effectively 4 and 4 of them. I miss the old electric with Dynamo ability, which lets you just from, I don't know if a lot of you remember when we used to old Reshiram and Zekrom, and pretty much it had double energy cost and it lets you do 20 damage plus whatever damage counters on you. And with Dynamo, you could attach energy from your discard, lightning energy from discard to your bench. So pretty much just keep powering them up and cycling them through was ridiculous. And that was back in the Black and White series, unfortunately. Sophocles full art, perfect. That's just what I want to see. I don't know if this card would be much, but I absolutely love some of the full art, especially Sophocles full art looks amazing. And Mach GX. Looks like I'm making a Mach GX deck after this. Don't know if I've actually pulled a Krogon yet. I'm not. These new stadiums are going to be interesting because a lot of them are doing damage. So with the Team Aqua and Magna base rotated out, it'd be interesting to see how much play these guys get. So there we go, Rescue Stretcher. This is also a good secret rare to get because everyone's always techs at least 1 or 2 into their deck to have this. Want to see how much it ends up being worth. But probably me, I'll probably just end up keeping it. I'm also looking forward to Heracross in a mill deck, because this would be great, because you can pretty much just leave him in the active. Even when he goes to die, you flip a coin. If heads, its HP goes back to 10. So effectively, he's only a 50% chance of it actually being knocked out, which means with a mill deck, you can just leave Heracross in front and keep taking hits. And effectively, if you're getting it right, it would take them about 12 Heracrosses before you actually be able to finish the game and take the 6 prizes. Suzzle GX. I actually haven't read some of the new GX attacks, so I'm actually looking forward to seeing some of these come out. This will be interesting, the GX attack, but I feel like a lot of attacks now are only 1 or 2 energy costs, especially for some of the GX attacks. So I don't know how many decks will be running. Oh, another Marshadow GX. Will be running enough to make use of Salazzle's GX attack. Maybe in a mill deck with its other evolution, because it does burn fuse. Oh, Ho-Ho GX. I can feel like this will be probably teched into maybe a Charizard deck or Turtonator GX, just because you can get them like running really quick and set up your fire decks. But I can imagine 3rd stage evolution, you could pretty much let you pull a fire Pokemon out of the discard and put it onto your bench. So there we go, Charizard GX. Love to see a full art of that. I feel like Charizard GX in every set is always so expensive. Probably one of the most powerful attacks. I feel like Pokemon just loves putting him out. I think a lot of people do love Charizard, so I feel like in most sets when he gets released, he's always got massively overpowerful attack. Even the Charizard Mega Y and even the X version as well with Ho-Ho GX. I think I'm running pretty good with GXs at the moment. Even the secret rares and full arts, it's been great. Almost got all the 3 evolutions in the 1 pack. Yeah, see, no Raichu in the background. Would have been interesting to see, because Raichu's got the Krogon and them. Would have been cool. Here we go, Kawaii. Kawaii? I can never pronounce this. I'm always terrible at pronouncing his name. This would be an interesting card. If you can get it off first turn, especially in Turtonator GX, or even the Charizard GX deck, you'd be pretty much set up for any attack. I mean, you could really take it into any deck. I mean, in colorless Pokemon especially, you could get some use out of it. Snorlax GX, I feel like a lot of people have forgotten about him since all the new GXs come out. He would be pretty much set up in 1 turn, really. Here, that's Pfeiffer. This one's going to be good because it lets you add extra poison per turn. So it'll be interesting to make a deck out with Survivor in it. I think I really love these new energy cards. It looks a lot more simple and plain. I love obviously the old school. Remember as a kid opening the first original packs, and even with Pokemon Generations that come out, I've loved absolutely opening those packs. And then to see another full art Sophocles. What are the chances of that? Perfect. If anyone's looking for full art, just hit me up and message on YouTube, and I will send you through it. Give you a trade of one. Want 4 of these Pfeiffers if I can. I feel like though with Skyfield rotated out, it's going to be a bit hard with the Survivor decks because you're going to want 4 on the bench. So you can poison another Mux GX. Perfect. Pretty much almost the whole way there, making a Mux GX attack. 1 more Mux GX and I got 4/4. Only the quarter of the way done. Ooh, Necrozma. Looking forward to this. I feel like, besides Drampa really being running at the moment, and the fact that we've got Marshadow GX, I feel like Necrozma won't really have much use because most of the normal decks, you can just tech in one of Marshadow GX, and you're able to stop any of them. And it has more utility against dark types too. While I feel like Necrozma, its ability is good, but just I don't feel like it was useful enough to be used over Marshadow. I mean, Marshadow does have a lot lower HP. I mean, I just love the look of Necrozma on it, honestly, anyways. Probably one of my favourite Ultra Beast. But, ooh, Machamp GX. I feel like Machamp's always getting some love, especially in the cards, even the EX as well. Let me check out his new attack, actually. Yeah, really want to make a Lycanroc deck. I probably should have got the promo packs from the last set. I think I only had 2 copies of them, so I couldn't really run the deck. Love Rockruff, used them in my playthrough of Sun and Moon. Even on when I replayed it. Ooh, I love the day form of Lycanroc. Machamp GX 2. Last 2 GXs have been all Machamp GX. Getting some love there, aren't you, Machamp? The Lana supporter card there, which lets you heal 50 from each of your Pokemon with water energy attached to it. Yeah, Beware. Arbor, not as good ability as the last one, but does block all basic Pokemon. Just I feel with Giant Plants rotated out, won't be as useful. I'm looking forward to use a Sorola. It's good to have pretty much like the old AZ, but it needs damage counters on it. I feel like with all the new stadiums in play, I don't feel like that would be that hard to do anymore. But yeah, it would be great to tech those into. Even if you put it to the Heracross deck, then you're never gonna lose there. Shard GX. I want as many as him I can get. Sorry, I'm absolutely hungry. If we're gonna hear a bunch of crunching in the mic, I'll try and cut that out. Look at what's changing, chucking those dumbbell weights into my Beware deck. It's going to be good. Looking forward to getting some milling done. Probably be the first deck I make. This new set. Though I feel like a lot of people are going to want a God of War EX deck. I'm looking forward to the cheeky decks. Knowing my opponent. It's a funny thing is, I always hate coming across them, but I always love playing them, and I feel like it's a bit hypocritical. I mean, its GX attack isn't too bad. I feel like the cost heavy. It's a bit cost heavy for it. I mean, I guess with it being colors energy, you can pretty much put it into any deck. This is the advantage there, kind of like Marshadow. I feel like Drampa is going to make good use of Cellarola because pretty much put damage counters on it, and most of them need it for the Berserk attack, and then you can just pull them straight back up. So you, yes, the God of War GX. That's 2 now, so I need 2 more. 120 packs left. Oh, 2 Scolopedes, what are the chances? Reverse Holo and normal. Yeah, 6 pretty good setup. Draw 3 cards. I miss using Digioxy's one, which let you on the first turn draw the cards. Ooh, Full Art Marshadow GX. Feel like it's going to be pretty expensive. Second one I pulled now, I think. Always one of the tips when you first open packs. A lot of the cards, because as time goes on, cards fill up, so a lot more people end up pulling the cards. So, oh, Cosmo. That's amazing. I actually think I prefer the rainbow. Generally, I don't, but this one actually looks amazing with the Cosmo on it. Oh, man, I'm getting some nice pulls today. Probably should have been counting how many GXs I was pulling. Yes! This is beautiful, Lycanroc GX. This will be good for a milling deck, especially considering you can discard 2 energy from... does 2 damage, but Crunch for the mill, discards an energy every turn, you're getting rid of an energy and energy. And maybe even with Plumero, you could discard attack the bench while you're at it. But I feel like Guzma would work so much better, just swap and swap. Let's pretty much a Lysander with Escape Rope effectively. I feel like I've seen too much of Toxicroak. I love the old Toxicroak where if it was poisoned, couldn't do any damage, which is a really good card. Though, saying that, another secret rare Rescue Stretcher. It's probably one of the ones I want to see. Oh, the Choice Band and Rescue Stretcher, secret rare, they're probably the 2 best to have. I'm already getting doubles of all my full arts and secret rares. This is great. Kari's going to be good. Let's on the first turn, prevent or damage when you evolve it. So it's good. Pretty much send it out, take a war. I feel like Paragon Z. I feel like it's very much the same as the other one where it lets you de-evolve all the other Pokemon, which was interesting. And then again, I guess it would be good with the anti-meta against the Gardevoir deck. Just take one of those Paragon Z's and keep de-evolving your opponent's Pokemon. Marshadow, there we go, got 4. 4 of them now, perfect. For 2 more Gardevoir EXs. Maybe a full like Guzma would be amazing, but I guess that's probably hoping for a bit too much, to be honest. This looks good to play, but I just feel like getting all the way to the 3rd stage to be able to make your opponent discard 3 when Beware can do that in an attack. I'm not sure if it's better just to play a Beware over. This would be interesting, the Dusknoir deck, especially with the new Potown in play, just doing damage to Pokemon benched and then the evolved Pokemon as well on top of that. Dumbbell. I think I missed the old Zubat, Golbat, Crobat deck where you put in damage counters on your opponent. I used to love making that. Golisopod, this is what I was looking for. This is probably going to be one of my favourite cards coming out this set. I feel like Grass Pokemon are getting a lot of love lately. But yeah, this first attack does 30 plus 90. Chuck a Choice Band on that. You're doing 150 first turn, and all you have to do is keep switching out. Especially with Guzma, it's such a perfect. I mean, I know that was his Pokemon in the game. Perfect combo right there. And even without the attack, that just helps you to switch out if you're not playing a Guzma that turn. But really, that first impression is going to be ridiculous. And you could even if you wanted to do a heal deck with this, you could run the dumbbells, put them up to what, 250, then stop 20 damage every turn. It'd be ridiculous. Actually, I want to see a couple more Glossopod. That'd be great. Heracross deck. It's going to be fun to make. Accelerator full art. Beautiful. Probably one of my favorite challenges was this one. Going through and taking the photos of all the Pokemon, the ghost types. I think it was the first one I had a problem with because I had no dark or ghost moves. So it was so frustrating to fight Mimikyu with my team that I was running. Then again, I love Rowlet, which was my starter, which I used for it. I'm not sure if this Persimmon is going to get a lot of play. It's decent, but just with discarding too much tools, and I mean, I guess you can run Tool Arm to get them all back. But it'll be just interesting to see how any of those decks come out. I don't know who you would combo with though. Just the 2 energy costs. I mean, it does decent damage, so I can't really say much. To take all of them, 2 of each of a kind. Got 2 Sophocles, 2 Cellarola. What else did I pull double of? 2 Rescue Stretches. Just need another Choice Band Secret Rare, and that'll be great. I've got 2 of everything, pretty much. 90 down. Past the halfway point now. Darkrai deck. Feel like I'll have a lot of commons after this. 7 or 8 of each one. One of the things you do is read Esper's Pokedex entries for some of the games. Extremely creepy. Because I watch Vsauce, they did which Pokemon is the most dangerous, and one of the videos was about that. It was ridiculous. Somehow, ooh, Secret Rare Fairy Energy. I feel like it's probably the most valuable out of all the energies because a lot of them all have like the other energy types from the Gold Silver series with having the Pokemon back, which is really nice art. So I can imagine that if people are running fairy decks and I guess have the money and want to spend it, they'd be more likely to get the special fairy energy from this set. Because it probably looks the nicest and the most fanciest out of all the fairy energies that they've got to offer, really. So out of all like the secret rare energies that you can get, I feel like fairy energy is probably going to be the one most in demand. I also heard they were having problems in the first release. I was going to open it, or in my time it would have been midnight. The set, I'm glad I went to sleep because I'd work first thing in the morning. Because they had problem. Apparently, was the packs when they weren't opening, and then a couple of hours later they were having a problem where there was no pictures on the cards. So, which is why they generally release it a day before the opening, before it's released out, which was released today for us, because I'm in Australia. So we got it released today, where you could go actually buy the cards, but online codes were released at midnight. So. Oh, that's what I want to see. Full Art Guzma. Love this card. A funny story is me and my mates were at the club and we were, I mean, as you do, we always like give each other dares and things to go up, talk to girls and, you know, just meet new people really. It wasn't about doing anything terrible. And one of the guys got dared to go up like one of the Team Skull characters and talk to a girl. It was absolutely hilarious. Walked over all awkwardly talking to them. It was actually funny, and one of the girls actually knew, had actually been, because it was just a few weeks after Pokemon Sun and Moon came out, and one of the girls actually knew about it, so they ended up like hitting off. They straight off the bat, and they were just pissing themselves laughing. I mean, I guess, ooh, Tapu Fini GX. Finally, the last Guardian Pokemon to come out. Hydro Shot's going to be interesting. I don't know a good combo for it sniping. I mean, you've got Ninetales with the 50 for the double colorless, so I guess you could just tech one into there. But I feel like Ninetales GX would be way more powerful than Tapu Fini's, which heals. But actually, I've gotten pretty much everything I've wanted to pull out of these packs, to be honest. Full Art Guzma, Rescue Stretcher, Choice Band, Accelerator, Sophocles, probably one of my favourite full arts. I mean, his support ability isn't that great, like I said, but probably one of my favourite in the set. Even the Necrozma. Okay. I think I love the... I like the new Raticate being back, but I feel like its cheeks are just a bit too fat. I feel like it's talking with its mouth full a little bit too much. It's probably me when I'm eating, to be honest. Apparently I've been terrible when I'm eat. Way too loud. Almost running out of packs. If I don't pull everything I need in these sets, I'll probably do another 100 pack opening, but it won't be till next week. But by next week, I will have choose the 3 winners, like I said, for the giveaway from like ones. I've also get all my codes through Professor Oak. I'll put one at the end where I get my codes from, and I can give you guys a link. You do get a discount using my link, obviously. It's a bit cheaper. So if you do want online codes that you pretty much get, they send it to you straight away, and you just copy and paste them, put them straight into the redeem of TCG. So if you don't want to run around like a lot of places on eBay and stuff, you order from and they send you out the actual codes or email you the codes. These ones come up in a little browser, and as you copy and paste them, it lets you know Full Art GX Gardevoir, perfect. It's probably one of the most sought after GXs in the set, especially the ones that are coming in. Oh yeah, so pretty much comes up straight in your browser. You copy paste it, put it straight in, which is what I do. It's really quick. I love my keyboard actually because it's got a copy and paste little function, so I don't have to go Control C, Control V, and that's how I pretty much redeem it. So there we go. This is what I'm talking about. Double of each one. So two secret rare Necrozma GXs. Got the Rescue Stretcher, Sophocles. I can get pretty lucky in these packs. It's just double of everything. Does that mean I'm getting another Full Art Gardevoir? That would be brilliant. I just need one more Gardevoir to make the deck now. Yeah, but Professor Oak people I'll use. I'll put a link in the description of their main page. You can buy single cards on there, but they're probably online codes are probably the easiest to get. They do pretty much from all the sets still, even from the Black and White series is still on there. They do theme decks as well. All the online codes and stuff are there. You can also sell your cards or codes to them as well, which is amazing. Not that I've done that yet, but it's pretty much I've been buying them for about a year now from them, and I just love them a lot quicker. At the start, they used to email you them, and now they've just start putting it straight in the browser, and you can just copy and paste straight over. Though you can't buy more than 60 at a time because it won't appear in the browser properly, so it doesn't let you buy them. But Gallspot GX, just 2 more of him would be great as well. Like Gallspot GX deck. I mean, even 3 I could potentially run. Like I said, if I'm missing any, I'll probably just do another 100 pack opening next week when I'm a little bit more free. Pretty busy with work this weekend. Looking forward to doing that. As I said, perfect. Within 3 packs, got 2 of them. Just one more would be amazing. That or Gardevoir. Even if I pulled one of those 2 by the end of this, that would be great. Missed the old Magmortar Electivire combo deck where they did more damage if you had each one on the bench. Yeah, this is talking about Lana. Heal 50 damage for each Pokemon that has a water energy attached to it. I mean, maybe in the old school decks like Whale Lord and stuff like that, I just feel like the decks, especially with Tapu Fini and Ninetales GX, which kind of take the damage off or send it over. I mean, I know Rough Seas was rotated out, but I just find that I don't know if it's going to be as useful when you could just use a Super Potion and lose an energy. I mean, especially considering water Pokemon have got Aqua Patch, which lets you discard a water energy from this card to the Pokeball. I mean, it's to the bench, but effectively you could use a Super Potion to heal. I mean, I guess if you're swapping around the damage, it does do multiple Pokemon, but like I said, Rough Seas and Expanded, I mean, it's now an Expanded, is just a way better option than it would be to use your supporter for the turn, especially considering now with supporters, Dumvia Seeker. There we go, Glossopod EX. Got 4 of them. Perfect, exactly what I needed. I don't know if Rotom decks will see much play, personally. Just because you've got Pokedex still, I'm pretty sure, which looks top 5 and rearrange them. Or, I mean, Trainer Mail was rotated out, so I guess it's good to use that. But in Generations, the Pokedex came out, which lets you look at the top 5. Enough right for you to make a deck now. So now I'm just really hoping for one more Gardevoir, and then I'll have everything I need from the set. Perfect. 30 packs to go. I feel like I saw a lot more secret rares than I did of GXs in this pack. I mean, obviously got the Galospods and stuff that I needed. $30 left. Wonder how long this has actually been going for now. Sorry if I look a bit tired. Work early and work again early tomorrow. Probably shouldn't be standing up and doing this, to be honest. But I couldn't also. I didn't want to put it off for another day. I was excited to open them. Just had 200 packs sitting there for the last couple of days. GX full art. I'm getting more of full art than I am getting of just the standard GXs. I actually kind of like this one. Looks pretty nice. Full art Noivern. I never actually used Noivern in the games. I mean, a lot of my mates used them, but I never really got into Noivern. More a fan of the old school Dragonite lineup. I remember training Dratini up the whole way up until level 60 in the first game. Back in Red and Blue days, old school rep. Cosmo, 4 of Necrozma now. Making a Necrozma deck. I wish Sophocles was draw 5 cards. I feel like if it was discard 2, draw 5, it may see a lot more play. Because draw 4, you're really only gaining 2 extra cards. And like I said, you can just play Hayu, which lets you, or like the old school Churn and stuff like that, which lets you draw 3. Why discard 2 when you can draw 3, especially now with Novia Seeker? The only really use I can see it with this Darkrai GX, where you discard a Darkness Energy and a Darkrai, and then draw 4, and then you can use his ability to put him onto the bench with an Energy, some Energy Acceleration. but even then, you're better off just using either an Ultra Ball, something like that, than a supporter that is just pretty average, especially considering you don't really want to. Look forward to running this Ninetales too. It'd be perfect in Ninetales GX and this. Just you run 2 and 3 because Ninetales and Ninetales GX, 2 different cards because it's GX name. You can actually run 4 and 4, not that you would because you can only run the 4 Vulpix. But you can run 3 and 2 if you want to. There's a little tech to stop other GX cards. Especially considering if you're out of Aqua Patches and used Ninetales ability, you're losing energies a bit too fast, so you can stall out with the Ninetales. These other GXs. Darkrai GX is what I want to see. It's going to be beautiful, this new card. I wonder if people are going to mix it in with the old Darkrai, just because it does a lot more damage quicker. But the new Darkrai just has so much better thing. But I guess, like I said, because it's got the GX in it, you can actually run 4 and 4, I think, if I'm right. Want to see more Darkrai, to be honest. That would have been great. I just need one more Gardevoir, so hoping these last 8 packs to see it. Ooh, 5 Max GXs. Come on, 7 to go. Can I pull that final Gardevoir? That's the question. Crap ball. Five left. Another Brushix. 2 in the last pack. Getting my hopes up, Brushix. Can we see it? Oh, 2 survivors in 1 pack. Shadow GX, I think that's my last GX I'm going to get, but let's hope. Vileplume, 2 more left. Rhyperior, who do you guys think you're going to see in the last pack? Is it going to be a GX or just a plain rare? Maybe secret. Ooh. Genetic, and the final pack, last card, Charizard GX Secret Rare. What are the chances? Probably the best way to end it effectively on this. That is brilliant. Looks actually pretty good. Awesome. Well, that's all my 200 packs opening. Let's just go check out my collection. See what I pulled today. So 4 Mux GX, standard Charizard GX, Charizard Secret Rare, 1 Darkrai, 2 normal Gardevoirs, 1 Full Art, 3 Galossapods, 1 Secret Rare, 2 Ho-Hos, Lycanroc, 2 Machamps, 5 Marshadows and 1 Full Art, 3 Necrozma, 2 Full Art Necrozmas, Tapu Fini Full Art. It's actually pretty decent pulls. I feel like I probably got a bit more Secret Rares and Full Arts. And then with my trainers, two Accelerator, 1 Choice Band, 1 Guzma, 2 Rescue Stretches, Secret Rares, 2 Sophocles. And then yeah, just that Rainbow Energy, which was this one here. Beautiful looking. Alright guys, that's everything. So next week I'll be doing, hopefully by Monday, Tuesday I'll be uploading a video. Hopefully Beware or my Glossopod deck. And I'll also be doing the giveaway next Friday. So like I said, like, comment, subscribe, put down what your favorite card is from the set, or if it's a full art, or what Pokemon you want to see, and let me know. Like I said, attributes using first, second, and third place. First place 25 packs, second place 15, and third place 5 packs. I'll put up on the screen now. Professor Oak is where I get my training Pokemon Light codes online. I'll put in the link of the main page, and I'll also put in the link you can use to get codes at a discounted price. So use that as much as you want. Anyways, good luck gaming, guys, and see ya.